current budget monies versus putting a new line item out there for next year. Either way, they're going to get paid. It's just whether or not we want to add another $5,000 to the budget next year or whatever it was,
Cool.
or just
I'll look it up.
make it go away this year. Because we're already being taxed for this year's budget, no matter what we do. So.
Okay. Governor Wentworth, our construction site, all the brickwork all the way around the buildings is done. The new entry for the Voc Center is incomplete. The roof actually goes on and is finished up next week. But that's a different, it's more glass and stuff than the brickwork that you're looking at is in place. There's some metal trim work to be finished, but it's nice to know the building is buttoned up before the really cold weather hits us. I
had an opportunity to get a tour from Mr. Brown on the way back from when we went to set the taxes. It was very impressive. I certainly have to give credit to the students who can figure their way around the maze because of what they're doing in one building and not another building. So they deserve, the teachers as well as the students deserve a great deal of credit for working the system out. They seem to be very comfortable with what they were doing, but very impressive when I saw. I know it's costing a good deal, but it looks like money well spent.
I can say I actually had the opportunity to chaperone a dance for the middle school last year in the new gymnasium floor and bleacher seats. The floor was amazing, but why so little seating in there? They took the big bleachers out that you could sit quite a few people in, and now it's like 2 tiers of seats, but they've stretched it out further down the line. Yep. Though the new water fountains are really cool, because if you've got a bottle like this, you set it up there, and there's a sensor back there that sees it and fills up your water bottle for you off of the top, and it's filtered. So it's no longer one of those where you got to hold it this way and push the button. And so some really cool water fountains in there now. But why did they downsize the bleacher capacity?
In hindsight, we probably could have gone another row. There are 3 rows there.
Maybe.
There are 3. Okay. It's my understanding the seating capacity is about 400. I can only tell you that I know that the high school gym will have a seating capacity of 1,000, and the practice gym will have no seating capacity.
Well, you're practicing. You don't need to set.
That's it. But to answer on the size right off the top of my head, I can't tell you. Other than I know it's
they're really cool looking bleachers, though.
Yeah. Again, if we went another row out, you'd have been right on the line. You know, somebody's coming down the court with a basketball and you put your foot out. Not a good thing, but I'm not sure that was the reason. But
I was just curious. I mean, it's beautiful. It's nice. It is. Yeah. It was nice, and everybody was trying to be very careful not to scuff up the floors. And
where did you see the high school gym?
We had armed guards at the doors.
They just finished the final coat. They've got Kingswood. You know the Old Town Canoe green. Gorgeous. And they've got Kingswood all done in big letters with those colors. It really jumps out.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yeah, it's. I am so pleased to get it buttoned up. And a week ago, I went in an area that's going to be the Wolfboro Community TV, and it was dirt floor and piles and mounds of dirt. And I went in yesterday. It was all concrete. And they had forklifts on there moving cinder block. I mean, it's just, they're going that fast on these things. It's really going very well. So I'm pleased. I'll feel better when I get a better accounting on the dollars, but that's coming. But we're watching those. Heritage Commission.
The Heritage Commission meets tomorrow night. We moved our meetings from the first Wednesday of the month to the second Wednesday of the month.
Did you notify Suzhou Bear?
No, but I will tonight.
Please, just so it gets in the newsletter.
Yep.
That everybody knows.
I will. I did receive last night the site review report from Salmon Falls Architecture, but he sent me 3 copies. He said he wanted to speak with me before I gave it out. I've read it. I think it's got a lot of good recommendations and information in it. It's got some big dollar numbers, which is no surprise. And so we'll probably review that, maybe possibly at the budget meeting. I put a call into him today, but he was out of the office by the time.
Is it more than $5?
It could well be.
Okay.
But I think they captured the essence of what's wrong with the building
Good.
and what needs to be fixed and what it would take to fix it. So I think it's a good report. I also spoke with Carolyn Chase this weekend and about interviewing some of our town citizens, some of the more mature citizens and people that have lived in town a long time. And we're going to set up a time to do that in January or this winter so that we get their stories about town and stuff like that. So we'll probably meet once, come up with questions and stuff like that. She knows a couple people, I know a couple of them, so if you've got people that you know that have lived here a long time, please let me know. So the ones we have so far would be David Towell, and she knows him, Bill Sire, and Cecil Wentworth. So
Nancy Whittemore, I would think.
oh yeah,
Nancy Whittemore.
that would be fun one.
How about West Warren?
Yeah, West Warren.
But he's gone in the winter.
Well, we can get him sometime.
Who was past Dr. Marsh at the end of the road?
Oh, the top.
The end of the World of Dirt is across from the house.
Well, the dirt's, yeah.
What apparently with
They
the
had the
W.
candy.
Oh.
Nada Walpole.
Nada
Walpole.
Walpole.
I was like,
Nada Walpole.
Yeah, Winnipesaukee chocolates.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it for tonight.
Okay. Let me dig through my stack of stuff here. For the Joint Loss Management Committee, we have put together some homework for the other two selectmen. And after they've had a chance to review it, I will schedule I'll put it on the agenda for one of our meetings. And hopefully we can be ready to move forth on our December 13th Selectmen's meeting as part of our Joint Loss Management Committee meeting. And that has been through our administrative assistant and also our emergency management. They both had a chance to review it. Parks and Rec? You probably haven't had time to contact them about people in Brookfield numbers.
I have not yet, but let me put that down there. Thursday, I have a late start, so I can call him Thursday morning.
Okay, planning board, last time I talked to Tom Walton, he said they had a lot of nothing specifically going on. They're working some issues, they're waiting to hear from Moose Mountain, but they have not received any specific.
No, we're just working on some of the rules and procedure stuff that you know, getting the book updated. We were looking at the application package and separating what a site plan review might have versus a subdivision would have. So it's not a one and all-inclusive application anymore, because there are things on there that cover one thing but aren't pertinent to the other. So you can't have just an all-in-one application. You have to have an application for each individual thing. And then they were working on the special event, not actually special event permit, but the permit for the recreational zones other events that they might need to do. So if he wanted to apply to have a concert series up there through the summer, then he would have that procedure in place, and there would be a permit that he would fill out, which would start the process of site plan review and all that again.
Question though, isn't that under the authority of the selectmen?
No.
Planning board?
No. When the new zoning ordinance that was written for the and voted on by the town for the new rec zone ordinance, in there it specifically stated that the event permit for the recreational zone will be under the purvey of the planning board, which is their right, but the Board of Selectmen are the enforcement agents of that zoning ordinance.
They leave the fun part for us.
Well, the planning board can't enforce it because they have no enforcement authority.
Okay.
This board has that enforcement authority.
That puts it right back where I thought it would be.
Yeah. But because any events that he does will probably trigger a site plan review because it's not under his current authorized use per the zoning. So it would be a change of use in his zoning, so it would trigger site plan review. So that permit process should stay with the planning board where it belongs.
Okay, good. Under the virtual town hall, our new website, which goes online tomorrow, for a matter of procedure for right now, if you have things that need to go in, let's email Jennifer, and if it's appropriate, she will farm it out to the other person that's supposed to do it. But for now, that puts one person that knows what's coming in and can control it somewhat until we get our feet on the ground. And I think that'll work just fine. Have you had a chance to talk to the Ag Commission? That's one of the ones we...
They met last night. I worked late last night, so by the time I got home, they were already probably done with their meeting.
Okay.
So I have not seen anything from Rick yet, but I know they were meeting last night.
Yeah, if you just email,
So
I will coordinate with him.
I will check my email when I get home and see if he actually emailed anything on the minutes. If not, I will shoot him an email and find out what's going on.
Okay, you're getting stuff okay now.
Yes, my email is back up and running. My computer's back up and running. I hate it when it goes down.
Okay.
Buy one at Kmart?
No.
Walmart.
It's not
I
polite.
have a good Dell.
It's not polite to scream, but do you see the next item on the agenda?
QVC? That's where I bought it. Others?
Yes. No, next one down.
Others?
It's
That's
not-
right under. That's right under webmaster.
What have you got under other? Anything?
I have nothing under other.
That's what I figured. Bill, anything under other?
Nope.
Old business. Nate.
It's not Neil Fogg,
It's Nate Fogg.
it's Nate Fogg. Neil Fogg is no longer.
That's okay.
Yeah, Neil's
It's William Nelson.
Is
Willie Nelson.
William Brown, I mean.
Yeah, there you go.
that's an interesting war story, but not for this meeting.
Okay, so Nate's not here.
Bingo.
We have no final report.
I have warned him that we only budgeted this year for his monies. So I'm not sure what's happening because he has been informed and shown all of this. Moving right on.
Tax rate.
What do we want to say?
Your tax rate's going up. Sorry.
Add some information to it.
Huh?
Or was there some adjustments that needed to be made, so.
Oh.
We made those adjustments.
Could you clarify what happened afterwards?
Okay. Yeah, let me go over it. I've got it. When we went to Concord and we set the tax rate, we had a budget hearing the night before, so Clifton told us what he wanted in the meeting. Even though he wasn't there, we talked to him 2 times during the meeting to be sure he was in agreement with what we'd done. Now I gotta find the right form so I can talk to it.
It's not my fault.
No, the selectmen worked hard to keep it